usually voice, you can say it.
All right, we're live now. Hey, James.
Hey, what's going on? Just, myself, I just landed in the DC block. I'm out here with all the J6ers in the infamous DC Gulag. I've actually been here for a week, but I landed last night. Spent a week over in the real part of the DC jail, 23 and 1, which I don't know if anyone watches the show 60 Days In, but they kind of follow inmates.
Yeah.
And yeah, so most of them tap out during the 2 weeks they got to spend in quarantine. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And I put my week in, and it was pretty bad. I remember there's one point, because I got trial. What else is going on? I got trial in about 9-10 days. I got trial next Monday. So I don't know what's going on with that. Real quick, Tammy, I know you had said we emailed. I don't know if you got my last email from Lewisburg.
I did.
But with that video,
I did get it, and I sent it over to that email that you sent me.
Yeah. Okay. And it was that same video we're talking about, not the one. Is it where I stopped someone from? I don't want to say too much, but if I stopped someone from doing something, is it that video?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Is it inside or outside of the building?
I'm not sure. I didn't look at it. I got it from somebody else. They sent me 3 videos that have all 3 videos.
They sent you 3 of them?
Yeah, and so I sent.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
All including me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. And you guys, thank you so much, Tammy. Yeah, that's huge because I had, like I said, I got trial in like 9 days, but I haven't been able to meet with my lawyer as much as I wanted. I guess some stuff came up and he had to go to New York.
Right.
But the whole thing, yeah, it's just crazy. I got arrested about 3 years ago today. Well, I mean 2 years ago. And, I've been in jail for almost as long. And, it's just crazy because it's finally coming to a culmination after 2 years. But,
Right.
yeah. Oh, it's crazy. My lawyer gave me a bunch of legal stuff to go over. So, I was hoping I'd be in law school instead of in the DC jail. I am going over legal notes and stuff, but unfortunately it's my own case for January 6th.
Right.
And then I'm sitting in the back part of the DC jail, and I hear, not on just one cell, on both of my cells at like midnight, both cells, I hear shanks being sharpened. It wasn't for me or anything, but like, oh my God. Yeah, this situation was ridiculous. I'm like, if my mom could hear 30 seconds of what I'm going through right now, she would be crying.
Yeah.
But,
it's tough.
it is, but, after so many months in here, it's kind of scary, but I'm actually kind of used to it. So it honestly doesn't even faze me anymore. It's just, after Northern Neck, which was by far the worst,
Right.
so.
Well, you just came from Lewisburg, and you were the only one up there for a while, right?
Yeah, it was me, 3 Latinos, and my cellmate, who I didn't get along with, and I'll just suffice to say that, and that was terrible. I mean, he wouldn't shower, and I had to, kind of bribe him to shower with, batteries, because the only way you can watch TV in Lewisburg and hear the TV is you have to have batteries and tune into a radio station, and he didn't have any, so I'd buy them for him under the condition that he showered, and, after I bought him the batteries, he would shower that day, but then he would go right back to not showering, and it was a point of contention the whole time. It was pretty ridiculous. Yeah, and I mean, I speak Spanish, so I was able to talk to the Hispanic inmates about it in front of his face in Spanish, but, I mean, it's just really, I could have asked to come to DC sooner, and now I'm wishing that I had, because, I get my own cell here, and I don't have to share it with someone who smells. So I definitely should have asked to come here sooner. It's much better. But Lewisburg's awesome that you get outside. I guess we don't get outside, so.
Yeah, there's good and bads with every facility, it seems. Well,
yeah, is there one facility that, is there one facility where everything is kind of good? We found that spot yet?
I don't know. I haven't heard of one yet.
It's called Home.
Yeah, that place is called Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, in one of the sentencings, it was a sentencing that we were sitting in on, one of the lawyers made a mistake and said amenities.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because this facility has better amenities, and I was like, oh, he's definitely never gonna get to go there. Oh my God, you can never say that. You have to say, like, this one sounds the worst of all the places, so please don't send my client there.
Bam.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, it's too far away from their family. It's the least that they love. You know, yeah. Then you might get a chance to go in there.
Reverse psych.
Yeah, no, they definitely. I gotta make sure my lawyer doesn't have any clubs like that.
Yeah. Do not call anything amenities. Like another inmate that just recently left DC is going to a facility in California where evidently they have a golf course. So
Why? That's insane.
oh, it really does. So I mean, there are some amenities. I'm just saying in the BOP, not in the holdover jails like this, but in the BOP there are like some places have tennis courts. Some places have like technical schools. It just depends. You know, if you're poison, none of them are awesome, but they all have fruit and vegetables. So that's a plus. Whereas these county jails do not.
Now, I'm sure after jail they all see, which is crazy to me. I just was shocked to learn that prison is better than jail. That's like a well-kept secret. But yeah.
Yeah, it
I
actually.
guess they kind of have to keep it that way because if people knew that, they'd be probably less scared to, I guess, commit a crime. I don't know.
Well, they'd probably be more apt to commit a more harsh crime because, you know, you don't want to go halfway and only end up in county jail. You want to make it all the way to prison.
It's crazy, but yeah, that logic would not have made sense to me a couple years ago, but it definitely does now.
Yeah. If you're you're going to be in trouble anyway. Your life's going to be ruined. Your character is going to be abolished, so, you know, you might as well go hard in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at now. It's like, what else can you do? Like, I've already presumably got a felony coming. You know, I've already lost like 2 years of my life. What I trained for my entire 20s is pretty much gone, barring a miracle. You know, so at this point, it's like, I've already been severely punished, but we'll see. I mean, I guess they could take more time, but, geez, I don't know. Yeah. It's been a lot of time, feels like already.
Yeah, you know, the disparity between how you guys are being treated and how everyday rioters are treated is, it's a travesty, and it's unfortunate, but it's another way that we're exposing the broken prison system, and we're exposing this evil regime, and their lies are coming out, and it's unfortunate that you guys are the fodder, but it is what it is. I mean, we're at war.
As long as some good can come out of it too. I mean, just exposing Northern Neck, no one should have to be there under those. That's a major point of conversation still here. When you get in, oh, were you at Northern Neck? And, you know, I spent so long there. Well, you know, blase. But people talk about it, and you know, if that alone is one good thing that came out of it, is that some awareness, you know, to that terrible situation has come out.
Exactly.
That's a good thing.
Well, and just, you know, also like the situations here in the DC jail, it's not just you guys that are being treated this way, it's everybody in this jail that is being treated inhumanely, and we've exposed that, and we're continuing to expose that, and we will continue to expose that until something's done. I mean, that's just, we're not going to stop. It's just because it's, you know, we brought it to a light, I guess you could say. You know, there's been, for decades, we've seen minority communities, moms standing out in front of jails by themselves with, you know, a couple of loved ones screaming at the top of their lungs, and no one will listen. And, you know, here we are, we have somebody listening. We have a lot of somebody's listening. You know, I've got 4 cameras pointed at me right now with hundreds of people on each camera that are proud Americans, and they hate what's going on to you guys. They hate what's going on inside these jails. And we want to make a change. We want to make a positive impact, because nobody should be treated like this. It doesn't matter what y'all's crimes are. I shudder to say this, because I would never be okay with baby murderers and rapists and anything like that. But once you're behind those walls, you're another number, and you need to be treated as a human. You're not a number. You need to be treated humanely. That's why we have certain laws, like, to protect you guys. And if we can't treat the least of these humanely, then who are we? We are definitely not a civilized society. So, you know, it's our job and our duty as Americans to right the wrongs when we see them.
Well said, Tammy.
Yeah, absolutely. And Northern Neck was, and it's funny because when we were leaving there, you know, I think a lot of the people that put it, you know, a lot of the prosecutors, maybe whoever, thought that we would be, you know, hated in jail, which I wasn't in the very early stages, so I don't know if we were or not. But by the time we left Northern Neck, I mean, people were, oh yeah, those J6s are all right, and then, you know, people were pressing us to get our stuff done. They're calling me for meds. But yeah, by the time I left Northern Neck, by the time we left, they're like, yo, the J6s, y'all got to do some, you know, you got to put some push paper, you know, request forms and whatnot, try to get stuff done to make the jail better for everyone.
Exactly.
So,
and that's what the Northern Neck Patriots have continued to do for a year now, and they're continuing to do that and keeping that fight up for everybody else in the facility. So I'm going to let you go, James, so you can go get your medicine.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it.
All right.
Listen, I'll be calling back in. So yeah, awesome. Thank you, Sammy, and thank you so much for the videos. Those are gonna be huge, absolutely huge. So
Yeah, no
thanks.
problem.